6:01. Everybody please stand for the
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
All right, we need any questions or concerns with the minutes?
I have no comments regarding our meeting minutes for April 25th or the workshop minutes of May 9th. Any comments, Ms. Pruszynski?
I have none, so I make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of April 25th, 2023, and the workshop minutes of May 9th, 2023.
I will second that motion.
Okay.
Oh, Missy Pruszynski. Bryson Jackson.
Yes.
Trustee Thein.
Yes. Okay, so public comment. So it looks like we have some people here for going to public comment. So you guys know it's we got 3 minutes on that. And when you get up to the podium, please state your name and address. No? What? Oh my God. You must really be bored. Oh, all right.
Anyone else? Yes,
Yep.
please.
State your name and address, please. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I made some notes. My name is Danny Armstrong, and I live on Sunny Ridge Road. And I'm glad the chief is here. All of our lives have been changed in 2020, 2021, 22, and 23. It started with, just some of it started with this defund the police. Butler Township and Harrison Township, and my viewing, is becoming more dangerous. We need a lot more police. We need to double our police here. Mental illness, I don't know how you're dealing with this mental illness. These people, there's a lot of mental illness going on right now, and dealing with that has got to be a challenge. I'm not full of talk. I'm not anti-police, and I'm not a complainer. The thumping that's been going on here lately, you know what thumping is? I'm hearing it all the time. It rattles my windows. The thumping, that crap. It's not even music, it's noise. Disturbing our peace. Just disturbing our peace. You know, Chief, I've talked to you about it. If you locate where this thumping is coming from, you might find a criminal. Okay, that's all I have to say. All right, good day.
Thank you, Mr. Armstrong.
Thanks for sharing, Danny.
Holdman Kurt, 3816 Rhinewood Drive. I just want to say thank you for the banners. They look real good. They turned out nice. It looks real nice.
The only problem is I keep wanting to read every one of them. I keep looking up, and like someone goes.
It can be a problem if you got cars.
Yeah, but it's good.
I think we can get you a little, so you
You get me a little. Okay, any other public comment? Okay, moving right along. We're going to go to some resolutions here.
Okay. First, we have resolution number 23-27, a resolution authorizing the police chief to purchase canine equipment to upfit one of the 2022 Dodge Durangos as the new canine vehicle. Total cost of the equipment is $31,572.50, and chief is requesting an additional $1,000 for contingencies, for a total of $32,572.50 from the police fund as budgeted for 2023. We were originally going to use one of the 2023 vehicles, but since we don't know on the timing on those, we are going to upfit one of the current vehicles that we got in for 2022.
One of those Durangos. Awesome.
Any questions or concerns?
I have none.
No questions or concerns. Just excited for us to see that new canine in action.
He should be out on the road probably around the
first or second week of June. So,
Go.
been just finishing up his 12 weeks of training. So, doing really well.
I'm sure that Mando will be the life of the party at National Night Out in August.
Yeah. We had originally scheduled to have just on a side note, originally scheduled to have an open house for Zorro's retirement and to introduce Mando. However, we're going to be changing that a little bit with the most recent events that happened with Zorro passing away just this past week. So.
Oh, I didn't know he passed away.
Yeah, he passed away on the 16th.
Okay, gotcha.
So I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-27, a resolution authorizing the police chief to purchase K-9 equipment to upfit one of the 2022 Dodge Durangos as the new K-9 vehicle.
Second.
Okay. Trustee Pruszynski? Yes. Trustee Jackson?
Yes.
Trustee Thein?
Yes. All right, next we have you, Scott.
Okay. Well, next we have a resolution, resolution number 23-28, a resolution authorizing the administrator to execute a master supply agreement with Dynegy Energy Services, doing business as Dynegy Energy Services LLC or DESI. And the current rates, I had sent you guys just a little bit. They came in around 3:30 or something this afternoon. Dynegy at 0.06899 for 21 months, and then Energy Harbor just a little bit higher there at 0.06990 or 6.9 cents basically on both of those. Scott from Trade Bell is recommending sticking with Dynegy and also, doing this agreement now rather than waiting till our agreement's up in August due to the increased or the anticipated increase in energy rates these summer months. So I know we talked about a lot of this at the workshop.
And the current AES rates are like 10.5, right? Yeah, 10.2, okay.
So we would be locking in the rates that would begin as soon as our
After.
previous agreement would be ending.
So we'll finish our current and we'll start.
Scott, do you want to come up to the microphone just so that we can have it on record, please?
Yes, this is Scott at Trade Bell, and I just wanted to let you know that you will finish out your existing contract at the 4.77 rate it is through August, and then the new rate will take effect. And I know that the question came up: should it start and end on the same August date? The answer is yes. It's kind of a universal item that suppliers use terminology-wise, the billing cycle date. So you end with the August billing, start with the ending. You end your existing program in the August billing cycle date and start with it. For example, you could end, billing cycles start throughout the month. It's not just start on the 1st and end on the 31st. It's bill cycle dates, which is in your data that we get from the utility. You may end, on the 15th and start on the 16th, and there may be bill cycle dates throughout the township that start at various times. So, but it'll be seamless, and so it'll go through that through May of 25. And just as a quick comment about energy rates, we're predicting a very hot summer. We expect rates to continue to rise throughout the summer as people start, kicking on the air conditioners, etc. And rig counts for drilling were down last week significantly, which means that the drillers are tired of $2 gas. They want it to go to $4, which then drives up the cost of electric. So I think we're making a prudent move today rather than waiting till the end of summer, where then we're forced to do something at an inopportune time. You can get yourself cornered at that point. So I'm good with everything.
Yeah, and then could you just explain to the board as well why we're moving to the 21-month rate rather than doing like a 2-year agreement like we normally would do?
Yeah, so we're lining in our markets in Ohio. There's capacity markets that line up with the ending date of May of every year. Every year, the auctions and the capacity markets all start in June 1st. So by moving us to that, we can then be in the same cycle. And then also another benefit will be that we can then take the rest of Butler with the rest of the Montgomery townships all together at once, package them up together, take them out to bid, and get you guys in the same cycle all together. So it just might make the whole process just a little bit easier going forward.
Thank you, Scott.
You bet.
Just for the public's knowledge, I think that you guys are aware of the electric aggregation program that we've had for a couple years. Basically, this is us working through a process of renewing that for the residents to be able to continue to have lower energy rates than kind of the fending for themselves concept that we've had in the past. So I think, at least speaking for myself, it's been incredibly beneficial, and I think for all residents, we heard nothing but good feedback. So we're wanting to continue on with that aggregation agreement to keep our energy costs low. So,
All right.
no comments from myself.
All right, I have none either, so I make a motion to approve resolution number 23-28, a resolution authorizing the administrator to execute a master supply agreement with Dynegy Energy Services East, LLC, DBA, Dynegy Energy Services, LLC, DESI.
I will second that motion.
Okay, Trustee Pruszynski?
Yes.
Trustee Jackson?
Yes.
Trustee Thein?
Yes. Then the last one over here, Eric is supposed to the public hearing.
Yes, we need to set a date for the public hearing for the concrete repair program for Stillwater Woods subdivision. And I think the date that we are all looking at is going to be June 20th at 7 p.m. So I just need a motion to set that public hearing.
I make a motion to set the public hearing for the Stillwater Woods Concrete Repair Program for June 20th, Tuesday, June 20th, 2023 at 7 p.m. here in the Township Hall.
I second.
Trustee Pruszynski?
Yes.
Trustee Jackson?
Yes.
Trustee Thein?
Yes. Okay. Down to the informal business. Chief Porter?
Yes, just a few things. One thing is, the police department should tell us that the number of people who use the vehicle. The proclamation is from the Board of Developmental Disability Services, just acknowledging our partnership, the department's partnership with them over the past year or two, because we work very closely with them when it comes to criminal investigations. And then the second thing is each year Walmart reaches out to us and provides us grant money throughout the year, and usually it's a little bit later on in the year that we receive it, but we received a $5,000 grant through Walmart to assist us with our community events such as National Night Out and Shop with a Cop. So that came earlier this year, and so they was very generous of them. So.
Okay, that's all you got?
That's it for me.
All right. Chief Bailey? Jeff?
Flowers and the banners are up. Getting ready for Memorial Day weekend at Polk Grove Cemetery. Let's see what else. Street sweeper and the roadside mower. We've not been able to keep it on the road like we normally would. We've got a couple guys that are out right now, so it's made it difficult. Both those pieces of equipment will be out over the next couple days. We already ran a sweeper through the business district today. We'll get the roadside mower out in a couple of the more heavily trafficked areas over for the weekend, just to make sure that's cleaned up and looking at least presentable. So, and then we'll get our first round of roadside mowing through here in June. So, and then as far as Meeker Road down along the ditch line where it's gravel right now, that repair will take place here in the first couple of weeks of June. it's gonna take the whole crew to get down there to do that. And, we're gonna have to close the road. And so I was waiting for school to finish up, and it'll make that a little easier. So anyway, I haven't begged Erica for the lane closure or the road closure yet, but that's coming out. So that's all I got.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Erica?
Yeah, I just want to note that June 3rd from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. is going to be our Shred Day event that will take place at our government center. Drive up, hand boxes to us, and we will shred any documents that you have. Yeah, again, June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd, 8:30 to 11:30. And then I just wanted to note that we attended, myself and Trustee Thein attended the petition for annexation of 86 acres on the north side of the township, County Line and Peters Road, today, and stated the township's objections to the commissioners, and they will make a final decision on that annexation within 30 days.
Thank you. Missy?
Yes, first of all, I want to say please express our appreciation to the department. That's great. That's because of your relationship with the Jeff, like you said, the banners, the flower baskets, I just love, and I know that our residents do, so please take pictures for them as well. And so, in the spirit of summer, so it's really nice. I know it. Let's see what else. Oh, memorial program at Butler was great. If you missed it, you should try to go next year because it's amazing. And they put a lot of work into it. And so thanks to our Butler Township veterans and all veterans everywhere. And I wish them an awesome holiday. That's all I got.
Thank you. All right. Bryson?
So the banner program, I think, was a huge success, and I want to thank Jeff and the service department for their hard work on getting that through and completed. I also am very grateful for Erica following through and working with Scott on the energy aggregation program. I think that this is something that really does assist our residents and even just assist each one of us on a very personal level, where it just helps keep costs low, because in a world where every cost is going up, we are grateful for the areas where our costs can go down. So I am grateful for that, and continuing to be able to partner with Trey Bell on that is awesome. I also just want to second Mr. Armstrong's comments on the support for our police department, and I think that the continued voicing of that encouragement from our residents is something that we need to continue to champion as we ask our men and women in blue specifically to be laying down their lives, but then the way that our fire department as well just continues to serve our community day in and day out with very little recognition, I think, on a lot of scores. I just want to say that I am incredibly grateful for all that our teams do. I do not have anything else other than that, so I will pass it off to you.
All right. Yep. And I ditto pretty much what Missy and Bryce are saying, but also on the banners, just so people, the Vandalia Butler Chamber of Commerce is the ones that took all the applications and that for that. It was such a successful program. It was filled up, and they've got people waiting in like 3 days, just to tell you how much the community really. But the only issue is that when we were talking at the board meeting was there's some people who are saying, hey, mine's in Vandalia. I live in Butler. So he's trying to figure out how to coordinate all that. But it literally sold out he took like 43 applications in one day.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
151 total.
151 total, and then so we're out, and then once we ran out of pools, and now he's got an actual waiting list.
Super cool.
So just a little quick note there, but yeah, I don't have much else. I appreciate Scott. I mean, it's the people that go from being on the AA to the 10 whatever .2, they just think it's like a miracle. because they don't know, and they'll get their bill and they'll say something, and it's just like giving them money.
It just about cuts costs in half almost.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I've also had people outside the township join. I don't know if you're aware of that, but they have. They have, and they are very grateful that we have it. The more the better, right? Yep.
Well, thank you. That's all I have.
All right. One other thing. This is Public Works Week, and so we have a public service department, but of course they work on our roads, so please, if you see them, thank you for everything that they do for us, and also look out for them while you're driving. Let's keep them safe. I would like to make a motion to approve the financial statements and pay the bills.
I will second that.
Trustee Pruszynski?
Yes.
Trustee Jackson?
Yes.
Trustee Thein?
Yes.
All right, I make a motion to adjourn
Second.
at 6:22.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody.